100 yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield. It's caught by Bryant. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, Mayfield. Going deep here for Bryant. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. It's taken to the 26. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Denver has the 1st down, to play going for 15 yards. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018, the Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Out of the gun, Newton. Throwing right, and that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Right to the 3. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
On first down, it's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
From the 21, it's second and 10.
We want this.
To throw again, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time for Cleveland. 59 yards.
And there's another one-hander by Odell Beckham Jr. I almost get the sense that he's not happy if he has to use two hands nowadays.
Exactly. Well, we've all seen it, him going through those warm-up routines before the game. It's almost comical how good he is at grabbing a ball with one hand.
And I like what you just brought up there. He works at it. All right, those one-handed catches, they're not strictly by accident.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the safety cream. Hey! That's it.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Here we go. Sneaky. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. Here's Sam Martin now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Browns drive about to get started.
Hey, alert 33. Check 26, check 26. Real. Hey, box drop.
Mayfield on first down. It's caught by OBJ. And now Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. The electric OBJ, the short reception, and then he did the rest of the work himself.
You know, there's a thing that the players always talk about, the coaches in the league, they call it play speed. Because, you know, we have that time speed when we're running the 40s at the combine and, you know, at pro days and all of that. But play speed is different. And OBJ's play speed is some of the best in the league. In other words, when he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people, and oftentimes you come up wrong on your angles trying to tackle him.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Julio Jones, 83 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And that is how you retaliate. After getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like 2 boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, Mayfield. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Hey, wahoo! Hurry!
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning You've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A huge play there for Denver, and even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Hey! Turn it up! Kill! Turn it up! Check!
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. The kick by McManus is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Alert, 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 alert.
Throwing, Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. He's got a man, complete. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Great. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Switch. Express.
To throw is Newton. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right side. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Julio. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Trevor Williams with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Browns drive about to get started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
You better be ready next time.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Throwing is Newton. Going to throw right side here, complete. And a big 32-yard play on third. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Newton now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. From the red zone now, Newton. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Aaron Lynch. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The pitch comes to Lindsey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A shotgun snap for Newton. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Steps away to his left. Complete to Bryant. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Set, 180. 59. Hey, check. That's hot. Mike, check. 59. Pistol. That's hot.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hey, on 33.
On second down and 4, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run with Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Andy Janovich, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I better kill them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a thing with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions when I speak they listen. Couldn't find the social fish. mission. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Blow your mind. Why you do that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't geek. Too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back. Hello? That's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you fuck like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't geek. Too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back.
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Ooh, the juke. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Tip, ready? Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the run.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Olivier Vernon, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Newton now to throw. And he's going to go down again. Olivier Vernon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Hey, watch this. Watch this.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Being chased out left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Sam Martin now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check 24, check 24. Bang, bang.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton, he'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. Now a hit and a loose football. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Jake Butt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned The only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Mayfield now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Mayfield to throw it. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10.
Check 52. Express.
Stay at home. Stay at home.
Get it.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
A give, running right, Lindsey. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Lindsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain of 32 that time.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, fuck the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a bosses. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the gang, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?